Greetings, everybody. It's Artemis. So this video is one of two about Ozark Season 4 theories and questions that need to be answered in Season 4 and all that. I'm trying a new format here again and stuff. I'm trying to figure out what works for me and all that. But I'm actually using my mic on my computer, so through a program called Audacity and all that. So I know that we've had a few comments and stuff in the YouTube channel and all that stuff, and I really appreciate you people liking and sharing and stuff, and it's kind of blown up. It's gotten like over 130 likes and for season 4 predictions, and I'm kind of shocked and taken back by it, but I want to thank you all that listened and shared and subscribed and so on and so forth. So but I don't think I have to tell you all, if you're listening to this, that this show is one of those gems on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it, and I can't say that enough and all that. But I want to also discuss too, I know we're all in a certain situation in regards to being locked down and all that stuff, and I know it's really rough for a lot of us. So at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about some personal things like mental illness and getting help and all that. I suffer from PTSD, and so this situation has been rather rough for me. So, but I am podcasting and YouTubing here and figuring it out. So with nothing else to do here, we're gonna go through this. So in season 3, at the end and all that, just a little recap. Helen's killed by Omar Navarro, the narco cartel. Wendy's brother is killed by the cartel due to the actions of Wendy. His bipolar brother, tragic, also informative. I can't talk about this more and stuff. The tragic and also information about the mental illness of the character Ben, which a lot of people don't understand. It's just, what I really appreciate the show is that it's discussing issues of our time, and it's difficult to do that. The actor that portrayed Ben did a great job. I don't know how he did it. It can't be an easy situation to address, even as a director or writer and stuff. It could come through very flawed, and which it did not. It came across really, really well, and I really, really appreciate that. And I say that because, in part, that too many shows today are talking about other things that have nothing to do with modern day issues, and all that. So we're gonna start off with. This is more or less like questions and theories, part 1 of 2 and stuff. So number 1 is Wendy done trying to get Zeke, the baby, back from Darlene? It's a good question. I don't know. With the situation in which Darlene has got the Ruth and Wyatt and all that stuff, and she's starting up her poppy fields again and all that stuff. I don't know. She's on the outs with the sheriff, so I don't know what's going to happen here. There wasn't really much to really discuss in that regard. So number 2, we need to discuss Jonah, the son of Wendy and Marty. He's an intelligent, very, very intelligent kid that has not really been discussed, and in a lot of ways he's been kind of foreshadowed and kind of in the background a little bit. His intelligence, which seems to be really dismissed, and the end of season 3, takes shotgun, shoots the glass of the sliding glass door, we are assuming. But we can see a lot of resentment in Jonah. Also, Jonah seems to have an idea or an escape plan for that of that himself and his sister if things get too bad for his parents. You know, he really disapproves in a lot of ways, I believe, and stuff. A lot of intellects like him. I have a an autistic son, and he acts a lot like Jonah, and all that. But the psychological situation for any child to deal with the situation in which these characters are involved in and stuff like that, it's got to be rough, you know, especially being an intellect as he is. And it is, in many ways, dismissed in the show. It appears, and that's that's my opinion of it, and all that. But I think that you look at it for what it is, and you could see, that he's got a plan ready to go. Some people have said too that he suffers from bipolar, but no, I don't think so. Not in the show. It would have been. It would have shown itself already. You know what I'm saying? Because even Wendy discussed that too as well when they thought that Jonah was killing livestock and all that, or not livestock, but just random animals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was finding them and opening them up and just kind of, it's kind of analyzing what the crows and all that were doing and all that. So all that, but it's not really unusual to actually see my son being autistic and stuff like that. He looks into a lot of that kind of stuff, the inner organs and workings of animals and so on and so forth, So, but getting on to question number 3. What is the situation with Wendy and Marty when it comes to the FBI? Or is that situation dead on arrival? I think that, to a certain degree, the FBI is going to play a role, but I'm not entirely sure where that might go. And I only say that because at the end of 3, they tipped off the FBI because of Marty being kidnapped and all that stuff to take out the rival gang, you know what I'm saying? And then, Marty's been helping them with some closed cases and how to deal with arresting people and so on and so forth. So, I'm not entirely sure, that. But we're going to move on to number 4. The situation at the end of season 3 in which we saw the Byrds landing and going to the head of the Navarre cartel, Omar, only to have Helen's brains blown out. Is her daughter loose end and that needs to be dealt with? I'm not sure. And I don't know if the Byrds have it in them to do it. I think that they'll try and shield her from being killed and all that. I'm just not entirely sure what will happen in that regard, But she was pretty scared in regards to what she found out and what the Byrd children told her and stuff like that, And I don't think she's going to deal with it as well as the Byrd children have, and all that. So, but I don't know. It might not come to anything at all. It might just be forgotten and left alone. Number 5, Darlene and the Langmores. What is the plan for these two parties? We know she has a plan. We glanced over this with our predictions in the last video. I think it's more or less a legacy situation. The Langmores are white trash hillbillies along with Darlene. I don't know if she intends to take on the Byrds or what. Ruth is a part of this situation after currying favor with Darlene in the shooting of Frank Jr. Did he survive? Apparently not, or at least that's what it implied, but I don't think he is and stuff, With regards to Darlene and the Langmores, Ruth and Wyatt and stuff, I think it's just a legacy issue. I think that the thing is Darlene's got no natural offsprings, and He's got no one to leave the property to, and all that. And I think that's what the whole Zeke situation is all about too, as well. But she's pretty up there, so who knows how long she could survive, in that regard to raising that child and all that. But then you got Ruth and Wyatt. Ruth and Wyatt are, in their early 20s, I'm assuming here. And so I think that, Darlene's always talking about the Langmores and the rich history that they've had and stuff. Give me a break. They're white trash hillbillies in the Ozark. That's all they are. That's what her father was. That's what her uncles were. The Ruth and Wyatt and stuff, that's all they are, and all that. So, number 6, the other child of the Byrds, Charlotte. What does the show have in the works for her? She's rather a rebel at first in being forced to move as any teenager would. In season 3, she takes a back seat role in the season. She's in the office of the Byrds, but for the most part, nothing really. She does seem to be the rational child, rather level-headed in many ways, even though she was restless in the past seasons. It is an interesting question. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if the directors and writers kind of know which direction to go. I mean, they had a lot going on in season 3, and the children were kind of at the back seat of season 3, in my opinion, and stuff. But I think that was to kind of make room for other characters and stuff, maybe money-wise, and development costs and all that, which makes sense, what I'm saying? It's just like the blue, what is it, that boat, bar place that they have and stuff, that Marty bought from that lady in season 3 or the end of 2, and sent her to rehab and all that. So I think that in that regard, I think that that was pretty. I think it's just logical, what I'm saying. So that ends this part 1 of season 4, questions and theories and answers, some thoughts and all that stuff. I just wanted to mention too, and all that. I know that everybody is going through a very rough time right now, and I hope that you're all getting through it and stuff. I suffer from mental illness, and I have PTSD from working overseas as a contractor. This show talks about mental illness, and I don't think enough shows talk about certain things, and this is one of them. And this one really did a lot in regards to that. I mean, we know it was only a season, maybe, after they discussed it. They littered a little bit to kind of give us a build up to it and stuff like that. But know that you're not alone, If you need to, reach out to somebody. Talk to somebody. There's plenty of people to talk to, especially online, or even just call on your local PD, your sheriff's department, your pastor, your church members and stuff, friends, stuff like that, Open up to somebody. It's very hard right now. Nobody has their normal routines. Nobody can see their therapist. Even call your doctor's office and talk to the nurse or something like that and tell them, look, I have mental illness. I just need to talk to somebody. But the thing is what's gotten me through all of this too is trying to keep my mind busy and stuff, keep my mind off of things and stuff. And I know that that's hard to do and all that. But we're all in this together, and I don't want to see anybody lose their life in regards to that and stuff. I know it's rough. I've been through it and stuff. I still deal with it day in, day out and stuff, and it's a heavy balance. But I know we all can make it through this. Alright? So I'm going to end this here. What I would like you to do is smash that like button, hit the like button, share my videos, comment. I really appreciate the numbers and stuff like that, and you guys listening and stuff. Please let me know your thoughts on my questions and answers and my theories and stuff like that. I know there's not a little bit of theories here, but just kind of discussing some of the questions and stuff. I'd really appreciate you to comment below. Take care. God bless you all on this Easter Sunday. And live long and prosper, my fellow Americans. Take care, and take care to all of you.